Hey guys, it's Kepi, and welcome back to how to solo queue every map in CS2. In episode 5, we'll be learning how to play my favorite premier map, ANUBIS. This is a community design map that won the 2020 Mapcore Exotic Places contest. It was added to CSGO only a couple of weeks later. In late 2022, the map was moved into the active duty pool, replacing Dust 2. Rolled, one of the map's creators, documented its design process in a blog which I'll link in the description, but you can see that it takes heavy inspiration from Assassin's Creed Origins for its visual design. It's great to see another community map making it into the active duty pool, and I hope that with Source 2's improved mapping tools, we'll get to see a lot more of these great designs being recognized by Valve. Now let's head to Egypt and check out Counter-Strike's most exotic map. Let's start by taking a look at the map's unique layout. Anubis' main defining feature is its crisscrossing middles. There's an upper middle that traverses the map vertically, and a lower middle that traverses horizontally. The upper route is divided into two sections, bridge and middle. CTs usually heavily contest control of bridge early into the round from house and mid doors. If Ts make it into middle, they have flanking routes onto A, B, and CT. The lower route is called canal, and is usually less heavily contested. Ts can easily move into canal early through T-stairs, but are vulnerable to CTs peeking from B-con and bridge. Canal offers routes into A main and B via connector. Because Anubis is a newer map, a lot of players aren't familiar with its callouts yet. I'll quickly run through some of the most important or confusing ones. Let's start with B site. These tunnels in the back are called temple. This rear platform is called ninja, and this back position is called pillar. Most people call this spot jail or corner. This back avenue is called street and connects into cave, but some people generalize this whole area into CT. And finally, this is B connector, but some people will call this dark. Now moving over to the A site, the upper portion is called heaven, which connects to CT through tunnels. This section under heaven is called plateau, platform, or just plat, and connects to middle through this spot called glass or just A connector. This corner under plat can be called construction or orange, and this waterfall by A main is called pillar. There's still a lot of conflicting callouts on Anubis since it's so new, so make sure to describe your callouts in extra detail if they're unclear, and ask your teammates to clarify if you get confused. Turning over to gameplay, the first section I want to cover is the upper middle area. Gaining control of this portion of the map is extremely valuable for both teams. If the T side successfully takes bridge, they open up an extra route onto both bomb sites. If the CTs take bridge, they can easily flank and surround Ts across the entire map. A reliable way for the Ts to take middle is to smoke house and to molly doors. The house smoke can be used to passively deny intel, but the molly should only be thrown if you plan on pushing and taking the bridge itself. The easiest way to smoke house is to find the right side door in T-spawn, line up to this position, and then left click jump throw. On CT side, you can also smoke top mid from spawn using this lineup. Back into this corner, and then align vertically with this corner, and horizontally with this one. Then, just jump and left click throw. I wouldn't recommend throwing this smoke if you're the mid player, because it'll take too long for you to line it up and then get to mid. Only throw it to support the mid player, and then play somewhere else. If you do want to play mid and smoke it at the same time, just throw one kind of like this on your way there. It does the exact same thing, but it's much faster. On T side, you can do this 2-man boost to look over the smoke. If the T side isn't pressuring top mid enough while this smoke is up, you can use it as an opportunity to sneak up bridge and peek into T stairs. It's usually also a good idea to spam this smoke on T side whenever you can to prevent this from happening. Now it's time to move over to the A site. Some good spots to hold on CT are the right side of pillar, the right side of default, and up here on plateau. This off angle in the corner of heaven might surprise the Ts once or twice a half, and finally this off angle in the very back corner of the site, where you're surprisingly hard to deal with. I also want to say I learned a lot of these from TryPlus, so go ahead and give him a view if you want to see some more ideas. Now one of the most effective HE grenades you can throw right now is into T-stairs from A. Get into this corner and then aim at the bottom of this brick. Then run forwards until you start to walk down the stairs and jump throw. You can also do the exact same lineup with a Molotov. Both of these can also be thrown in the other direction. Go to the bottom of T-stairs and align just to the right of the corner of the water, and then running jump throw. If you're playing A site by yourself, you might want to try this reaction smoke. Just watch for movement through this small gap, and once you see somebody, throw a smoke and ask your teammates to rotate. You might also want to follow this up with a grenade. And finally on CT side, you can jump throw a flash off of this curved wall to peek into boat early. Now I don't just want this to be a util video, so I'm going to run through the T side nades for A site really fast. You can smoke connector from upper, get into this corner, count 3 bricks up on this wall, and then left click throw. Smoke heaven from this corner near boat, find this vertical crack, and then move down to this line in the relief. Then shift walk forward until your crosshair hits the top of that window frame. Then left click throw. You can throw a plateau smoke from this corner in the water. Look for the lines in between these bricks, then move your crosshair up to the top of the window frame. Then just left click throw again. You can also molly plat from the same position. Just find this position and left click jump throw. And finally, it's time to rotate over to B. Some good spots to hold on CT are Ninja, left side default, and Street. It's also important to have a player in connector most rounds, since they can help on B, but their main job is to watch canal. For that reason, a lot of teams like to 3-stack B side on CT. On T side, you might consider using this head glitch to surprise the connector player. You and a teammate can also boost over a B main smoke from this corner. One of my favorite T side smokes for B is this one for connector. Back into this corner and find this brick and aim at the top left corner of it. Then jump and left click throw. There are also 2 B-site smokes you can throw from this position on the wall. The first one is for streets. Just find the third of these released from the left and left click throw. The other lineup is for temple. Aim in between these 2 U-shaped arches and then move up to the lighter part of the wall. Then just left click throw again. And that's it for ANUBIS. This map is super fun, and personally I think it's the prettiest map in CS2. Make sure to comment which map we should learn next. The only 2 remaining though are Ancient and Vertigo. I also have parts 2 and 3 of how to improve at CS2 on the way, but until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, love you, bye.